Oh my god. Mike Pence had a CNN interview? We're gonna watch the Mike Pence interview. Dude, can you believe this guy was actually vice president? This seems like a guy who ran once and then just didn't make it, but this man was vice president once under Trump. That's kind of crazy.
And I should note where we are. We're in Boston at the JFK Library because you just received the John F. Kennedy Profile and Courage Award last night for certifying the election results.
Dude, can she stop? Oh my god, I hate seeing reporters glazing Mike Pence so much. I hate them for glazing Mike Pence so much. Just because he wasn't as insane as Trump. Like, oh, thank you. Mike Pence is so great because he's just like a little bit more normal of a Republican. She's smiling so much. She's a glazer. Okay, listen to this, bro. She's going into detail.
In your acceptance speech, you invoked the Constitution, and you said it's the common ground on which we stand. How has that been a guiding principle for you?
Is she okay? This whole interview, she better give at least one. Okay, let's see. About tariffs, arguing the price shock in the economy, potential shortages will lead America's. But also about Russian Vladimir Putin, his concerns with the RFK, and also Trump sent the wrong message. Okay, so they don't push on Pence about any of his perspectives at all. Okay, no, that's fine. They just glaze him the whole time, and they just talk about how cringe Trump is. But you know, all right, fine. Most people in Pence's position would just do what Trump said. To be fair, that is just the truth. But he's still a Republican. And I don't know, I feel like we keep forgetting that.
The Constitution is the common ground on which we stand. And I saw that firsthand over the last 4 years when people literally from every...
Bro, I don't want to watch this whole thing. We're going to watch a little bit. This is going to get boring really fast, though. It's just him going, yeah, that thing I did. It was because of the Constitution.
Well, given that, when President Trump was asked if he thinks that he has to uphold the Constitution, he said, quote, I don't know. Is there any doubt in your view that the president must uphold the Constitution?
What do you think his answer is going to be to that? These questions are so stupid.
But I served alongside the president for 4.5 years. We had a good working relationship. I'm proud of the record of the Trump-Pence administration. And I believe the president understands what his responsibilities and duties are.
Caitlin's like, oh, fuck. Can we not talk about how proud you are about being a Republican? Please let me forget that you're a Republican for a little bit. CNN is such radical leftists, glazes Pence and Israel.
President Trump and the administration for the strong steps that they've taken to secure our border and reduce illegal immigration by 90%. I think these are important steps. It's what the American people were hoping to see, and I greatly welcome it.
But in your view, there's no question of whether the president has to uphold the Constitution.
She's like, I don't want to fucking talk about that, man. If that was any other Republican, she would press on that illegal immigration thing, but she doesn't care because it's Mike Pence. I do not understand how this could interest anybody. He won an award for not breaking the law. The law is low. Thank you, dear God. Good thing nobody cares what Pence thinks. Thank you. Thank you. Pence still sounds like an apologist for Trump. This is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Just because the comments agree with me makes me happy. That alone makes me happy.
Out, not this on the southern border, but inside the courtroom. Fights. And when he was asked if he agreed that everyone on U.S. soil deserves due process, he also said, quote, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, despite it being guaranteed by the Fifth Amendment.
You just asked this question.
Well, I think that's one of the genius aspects of our system and of our Constitution is that
if they say Constitution one more time, I'm going to jump out this window in front of me.
The president was fully acting within the law to use the Foreign Aliens Act to deport individuals from this country.
He's still glazing him. He's still defending him. I can't do this. Ow, fuck. I just hit my head against my mic.
They called for reasonable due process, recognizing that the safety of the American people is paramount when people are in this country illegally, when people represent a threat to our communities, when they are engaged in criminal activities. There's a different standard. And as I said, I have confidence
we have a chart, and the chart shows like it's from white to black, and it depending on how far along you are on the chart, we might give you due process, we might not. If you're here from the UK or Australia, Canada, we might give you due process, but like Portugal, you're a little more dangerous to us. Dude, what's crazy about this is Pence is like still defending Trump. He's like saying Trump shouldn't have broke the law that one time, but it still feels like he's defending him hard. And the interviewer, the lady, is still like, you saved our country. Thank you. Like, oh, God.
President Trump's historic victory, that incredible comeback of a year ago, last fall.
Dude, he's glazing him so hard. Oh my God. The interviewer could not have prepared for this. That incredible comeback. He did not have a comeback. He didn't. A, it was in the winter. And B, he got less votes than Biden did in 2020. The only reason he won is because Kamala did so ass. If Trump said the shit he'd be saying, then they'd hardball Trump. So hardball him, please. If Biden said it, they'd hardball him. So please, put some pressure on this guy. I'm on the toilet. Well, okay, bro. I'm falling asleep. You really think Trump is gonna become the Pope, bro? I'm scared. Oh my God.
I have confidence in our justice system. I have confidence in our courts. We'll do just that, Caitlin.
On the economy, you obviously were serving as vice president the last time.
I have trust in our justice system. Dude, the guy who you didn't break the law for is the president of the United States again. You of all people should not have confidence in the justice system. Just make him vice again, bro. Just make him vice again, bro. He's ready. He's so ready.
He's gone.
No one likes this guy. Why are you glazing him so hard? The only people who like Pence are liberals. Leftists do not like Pence. Republicans do not like Pence. Only middle-of-the-road liberals who are like, I don't like Republicans, but I can respect you if you do the right thing. Those are the only people who like Pence.
But we also use targeted tariffs, particularly against China.
Which didn't work. We had to subsidize farmers to slow the bleeding. It hurt the economy.
That 2020 Phase 1 trade deal that was truly historic and was a beginning of changing the dynamic of our
How many things do you think are historic? Half the things you're calling historic, 90% of the population already forgot about, and it's been like a year.
When it comes to China, when it comes to decades of trade abuses, my view always is free trade with free nations.
I was free trade with free. Oh my God. Yeah, like Saudi Arabia. He doesn't mean free nations. He means our allies, people that we like. He looks like he's got a shit, not gonna lie. That's a fire opinion. So, Mr. Pence, how good was the sloppy toppy I gave before this interview? Can you recommend me to other Republicans? I'm not trying to make a misogynist joke, by the way, chat. I'm not doing the conservative, like, come out, how many dicks did Kamala Harris suck? I'm saying it, like, metaphorically because of how hard she's dick riding him right now. America is the capitalist country. And the thing that capitalists should hate is tariffs. So I don't most that's why most Republicans do. That's why even Elon Musk is like who's the biggest Trump writer of all time. Musk does tricks on it, but even he can't get behind the tariffs. Ben Shapiro can't get behind the tariffs because he has a friend who works in the diamond business. So, you know.
One argument he's been making lately is that maybe children will have to make do with fewer toys, fewer dolls. The quote that he had yesterday was, I'm just saying that they don't need to have 30 dolls. They can have 3. They don't need to have 250 pencils. They can have 5.
Then why are you doing it? You literally said it was for the economy. It's like, I'm doing this for the economy. It might fuck with the economy a little bit, but it's fine.
What I will give the president credit for is conceding the fact that his tariff policies will raise the cost of goods.
Don't give him credit for that. Do not give him credit for that. He doesn't. In fact, he gets less credit if he knows it's going to fuck over the economy and hurt people's families, but he doesn't care. Don't give him credit. I mean, yeah, he could be being... Now, if this was anyone else saying this, I'd be like, oh, they're just being hyperbolic. They're just pointing out how Trump is admitting to it. But he's not doing that. He's Mike Pence. He's sucking. He's genuinely giving credit right now. I believe at least. See, that seems too chill.
Their freedom to...
Yeah, see, yeah. I'm right. Yeah, right. Is he being for the right? Yeah, thank you.
Cost.
Thank you for pushing just... a little bit, like you're tapping it a little bit. Thank you.
And I think the way we generate manufacturing jobs, I think the way we generate high-tech jobs, the way we generate the kind of jobs that will serve America's security and prosperity is by making the Trump-Pence tax cuts permanent, rolling back regulation, lowering the cost of energy across the board, and making America the most attractive place in the world.
Bro, he's literally doing what Trump did a while ago, but in reverse. Everything Trump doing now, bad. Everything we did back then, good. Trump, bad. Me and Trump, good. He's literally doing what Trump was doing about Biden. It makes a little more sense in reverse, at least. 250 pencils to 5, really? Like we get graphite from Canada? It's just people not having as much money in general means they can buy less things, including things like pencils. Why did it just do that? America can't be made attractive again like we just made ourselves look like a piece of crap that harmed us for years to come. This is one of those things I feel like I should watch the whole thing, but like I also feel like I should. Like half my brain is like, no, this is the old vice president talking, and you should watch it. The other half of my brain's like, why are we watching this? This is so stupid and boring. Too little and too late, Mike Pence. You should have had more courage to speak up loudly for democracy and the rule of law when you were vice president. How many years ago was your account created? It's going to be over 10. No, it's not saying. 2008. 2008. And look at that profile picture. I love when people type like that.
You talked about studying Putin. There has been some concern or questions that maybe he's stringing the president along, that he's just slow-walking the negotiations with no intent of coming to the table. Do you share that view?
Well, I think President Trump is starting to suspect that. He said not long ago that he was concerned he might be tapping him along, as he says, in that New York parlance. And I think he's right.
He should have thought that he was tapping him along several years ago. Don't act like he's smart for figuring that out. Are you insane? We're done. We're done. We're done with that. We can't do more of that. We just can't do more of that. Can't do more of that. Oh my god, dude. These, like, liberals, like Brian